10 ancient warriors who dared to challenge the mighty Roman Empire. The Roman Empire, a name synonymous with power, ambition and conquest. For centuries it crushed opposition under its iron sandal, stretching its reach from the deserts of Africa to the windswept shores of Britain. But even the mightiest empire faced challenges. Today, we bring you the stories of 10 ancient warriors who stood against Rome's unstoppable tide, defying the odds to make their mark in history. Buckle up for an epic journey of rebellion, sacrifice, and enduring legacy. Our journey begins with Pyrrhus of Epirus, a name that echoes through time as both a victor and a cautionary tale. Known for his military genius, Pyrrhus was a cousin of Alexander the Great and shared his ambition to carve out an empire. In 280 BCE, he turned his eyes to Italy, where the Romans were expanding their influence. His campaign began with a bang. He triumphed in battles like Heraclea and Asculum. However, these victories came at a staggering cost. After one such battle, Pyrrhus famously remarked, "If we are victorious in one more battle with the Romans, we shall be utterly ruined." His victories, while impressive, drained his forces and resources to the point of no return. Pyrrhus returned home empty-handed, but his story remains a testament to the fine line between victory and defeat. Next, we meet Hannibal Barca, the Carthaginian general whose name still sends shivers down the spines of military historians. In 218 BCE, Hannibal embarked on one of history's most daring campaigns. Crossing the treacherous Alps with an army, including war elephants, he shocked Rome by appearing in its backyard when least expected. At the Battle of Cannae, Hannibal achieved what many thought impossible. He encircled and annihilated a Roman force nearly double the size of his own. A masterpiece of tactical genius that is still studied in military academies today. For 15 years he terrorized Italy, but Rome's sheer resilience eventually outlasted him. Yet, Hannibal's legacy as Rome's greatest adversary endures, inspiring leaders from Napoleon to Patton. In the forests and hills of Gaul, a young chieftain named Vercingetorix rose to defy Julius Caesar, Rome's most ambitious general. In 52 BCE, Vercingetorix accomplished the unthinkable, uniting the fractious Gallic tribes to fight a common enemy. He deployed guerrilla tactics, scorching the earth to starve Caesar's advancing legions. At Alesia, he made his final stand. Encircled by Roman forces, Vercingetorix fought valiantly but was ultimately captured. Caesar paraded him through Rome in chains before executing him. Though his rebellion failed, his defiance remains a symbol of courage against impossible odds. Across the Channel in Britain, a warrior queen rose to challenge Rome's might. Her name was Boudica. In 60 CE, after the Romans brutally suppressed her Iceni tribe and assaulted her daughters, Boudica unleashed a storm of fury. Her army burned Roman cities, including Londinium, modern-day London, leaving ashes in their wake. Though she met her end at the Battle of Watling Street, Boudica's spirit embodies the fight for justice and freedom, cementing her place as a British folk hero. Arminius, a Germanic prince trained by the Romans, used their tactics against them. In 9 CE, he orchestrated one of the greatest ambushes in history in the Teutoburg forest. Luring 3 Roman legions into a trap, he annihilated them in a bloody, chaotic battle. Rome never recovered its ambitions to conquer Germania. Arminius's betrayal earned him legendary status, though his own people turned against him years later. In 410 CE, Alaric the Barbarian, king of the Visigoths, did the unthinkable. He sacked Rome. For the first time in 800 years, the Eternal City fell to a foreign invader. Though Alaric spared much of its people, his invasion signaled the beginning of the empire's decline. Attila the Hun, the scourge of God, was a force of nature. Leading his nomadic horde, he ravaged the eastern and western Roman empires. At the Battle of the Catalonian Plains, the Romans and their allies managed to halt his advance, but Attila's shadow loomed large until his death. Shapur I, the Sassanid king, humiliated Rome time and again. Most notably, he captured Emperor Valerian, using him as a living footstool, a lasting symbol of Rome's vulnerability to Eastern empires. Zenobia, Queen of Palmyra, carved out an empire in the east. Though eventually subdued by Emperor Aurelian, her ambition and defiance make her one of history's most fascinating leaders. Mithridates VI, the Poison King, fought 3 brutal wars against Rome. His mastery of toxins and resilience in the face of betrayal make him a figure of intrigue and defiance. Empires rise and empires fall, but these warriors remind us of the power of resistance and the courage to defy even the mightiest foes. Which of these warriors do you admire most? Share your thoughts below and join us on this journey through history by liking, sharing and subscribing for more epic tales.